Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And so this is about my second video that should be going up. I have a COL vlog coming out soon, but I did this video last year as a incoming sophomore. Now I'm gonna do it as an incoming junior. So these are all my advice for freshies. If you can see my phone, I'm filming on my MacBook again. But it's just kind of advice I've gotten, advices that I have that I recommend for you. And so let's start. Do all events, but don't burn yourself out. You're probably like, why would I do all? Isn't that burning myself out? No, I have done, at least my freshman year, I tried to go all 4 dances we had. Wait, yeah, four or five. I can't remember how many dances we had, but I went to all dances. I tried to go any football game I could, any basketball game, swim meet. I tried to go through everything because I had time. As a freshman, unless you're really, really active in clubs and sports, classes aren't hard. Now, I took pre-APs, I took advanced classes, and I still will say freshman year was probably the easiest I've had. So, you're going to have a lot of time. Go to the football games. Our school offers ASB. Basically is, I think I pay $40 and I get into all the football games, all the basketball games, swim meets, completely free because I have that ASB card. So if your school has that, do it because it's so worth it. We had a freshman tailgate. I went to that. We had freshman only things. This is the year that other than senior year, that's gonna be like the only year have like only year grade stuff. So I definitely 100% recommend it. But you also have to look at yourself and be like, I'm really exhausted. I'm really stressed out. Don't do things if you know it's going to burn yourself out. I was taking college courses. I was taking APs. I was taking all this. And I still wasn't burnt out. But I know others, like my friends, who, if they had been doing the same things I was, would be completely stressed out, completely burned out. So make sure that you don't burn yourself out because you should not be burnt out freshman year. Wait till your junior year or sophomore. Okay, have some way to turn in work on your phone. I know a lot of schools don't want your school email on your phone or any school apps. I break that rule personally. So I have like my Google Classroom on my phone, my school email, just because like I would get home late from like FFA stuff or I would get home late from games. And I did not want to have to pull out my laptop, log in, do all that when I could easily just click submit on my phone. A lot of teachers, especially sophomore year and freshman year, I was able to just take a photo, boop, and turn it in. Trust me, it saves you so much time. It's so much easier. Just open up your phone, click submit. Even if you have your laptop, it's as easier. Plus, if you have like sports or clubs like I did, I didn't always have my MacBook with me, and I'd be like, oh my god, I have this due right now. Do it on my phone. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah. 3, make friends with upperclassmen. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to do. But do it because, A, most of them have cars. Trust me. Walking to lunch is fun. But having upperclassmen that could drive you, even more fun. So I definitely recommend that. Plus, they make really good friends. They'll tell you about teachers. I've had them help me with work. It's really good to have upperclassmen as friends. I think 4 of my best friends freshman year were seniors in my FA club, so it was just really nice to have seniors as friends. So definitely network. You're probably like, I'm a freshman, why am I networking? Because high school is the time where you can make friends, you can network, you can find people who are interested in the same thing as you. You can find businesses that are interested in the same. It's kind of your time to explore what you want to do and make friends. So networking is really important. Like we have a lot of career fairs at school. So I would talk. I was into ag. I still am in ag. So I would go talk to the ag booths, connect, get phone numbers. Because even if you don't have those, connections are so useful, especially going into my junior year. A lot of the things that I've been able to do is because I have a connection to this person that works at this place, so I get to do this. Yes, I would put my hand. But so networking, even if like they're not with businesses, just making friends. one of the big things I do in FFA is network, so it's really beneficial. 5, friends. The friends you go with in 8th grade are not going to be the friends you leave with in 9th grade. Simple as that. You're probably like, no, my friends will stand the test of time. Don't get me wrong. A lot of my friends did. I'm still friends with them going into my junior year. But there's a couple that I have not talked to in almost 3 years. So, do with that what you will. Also, this is the times that you are going to find toxic friends. I don't know why. They like to appear in high school for sure. If you find them, cut them off unless they're benefiting you. And you're probably like, what? Benefiting me? That's toxic. Yeah, equally. If you're going to be toxic to me, I'll be toxic to you. Sorry. Like, I have friends that were completely just done with me, but they were really toxic towards me, but they would help me with my work, and so I kind of took that, oh, you're going to be mean to me, but you're doing my work for me, so I'll trade off and on. It's kind of like how I view it, but there's a difference between, like, low-level toxicity, which is what they were, to heavy-level toxicity. So do with that what you will. Do clubs. I was involved in so many clubs my freshman year just because, again, I had time. Coursework was easy. I could be in these main clubs. Like, I was in FFA, FCA, CSF, what else? CTEL. All these clubs just because I could go in, see what it was about, and it was just easy that way. Like, sophomore year, I was a lot more busy, so I didn't have time to go, explore all these new clubs that were starting up. I also recommend starting your own club. It looks really good in college applications, and so this looks really good. You make a lot of friends that way. Or trying to get officer positions in clubs. I wasn't an officer position in FFA my freshman year, but I was sophomore, and this year I was reporter last year, and I am now president. So just run for positions, because even if you don't get them, that still puts your name out, and it still gets you a lot of friends, weirdly. Okay, number 7, don't just do meh. What I mean by don't just do meh is try. You're probably going to have a lot of friends that are like, you're such a try-hard. Roll your eyes and ignore them, because it's so hard, especially at our school, to go back freshman year and have to retake all those classes. You do not want to be a sophomore taking 9th grade English again. Like, I don't know how it is at certain schools, but for ours, it's really easy to get a C. So to pass, you have to get, I think, a D. But shoot for C's if you really are bad at school. Shoot for A's if you're really good. But just don't do meh. Like, at least try freshman. You can do meh and give up in sophomore year, I feel like. But freshman year, please don't give up. I know it's going to be a lot to handle. You're going to a new school probably. It's a lot harder. But please don't just do meh. I know so many freshmen, now sophomores this year, that are having to take cyber high. They're having to take 9th grade classes again because they failed. Don't fail. Please, don't fail. Okay, 8, health. This is kind of general. This is high school. You're going to be walking around a lot. Our campus is pretty, I'd say, medium-sized. So we do a lot of walking. Your health is going to go like this, in my opinion. If you're going to a lot of things, you're going to get sick. That's kind of just the way that works. But find a workout plan. Now, I know you're probably like, in high school, why am I working out? Working out feels really good. Sophomore year, I did a lot more working out than I did freshman year. I would go to our school's weight room, and I would work out with wrestlers. I would work out with football players. I work out with just playing flat with my friends. So I really recommend that. For just working out, just walk. Do some yoga in your room. It feels really good. And that's also a way to de-stress from work, schoolwork, and whatnot. Okay. Take advantage of opportunities. As freshmen, we were offered a lot of opportunities, to do certain events that were freshmen only, to do certain clubs that were freshmen only. I know for, like, FFA, we had a public speaking contest and a conference that was just for freshmen. You get to meet freshman friends. You get to meet the people leading the conference. It was geared towards you, and it was really helpful. So take advantage of those opportunities and roll with them. Because you're not some opportunities, like, you can redo. Some you can have your sophomore year, some you can be junior. But like that like speaking competition I was mentioning, that is freshman only, and you can only do it your freshman year. So really take advantage of those opportunities because they will eventually become an advantage. Focus on your future, but don't dwell on it. Going in the freshman year, you're going to be like, oh my god, I have this many days till college. Oh my god, I have this many days till graduation. What am I going to do? What am I supposed to, like, learn after graduation? What do I do in college? It's okay to worry about that, and I wish I had taken this advice, but just don't dwell on it. Don't do everything just to look good for colleges. I know freshman year I was trying to stack my plate as high as I could get it, just so I've looked good on colleges this year. But they much rather have a student that has 4.0, 3 clubs, that's doing really, really good in those clubs, maybe one sport, than a student that has a 3.5 because she was in every other club, is doing every single club, but doesn't have really officer positions or anything important in that club, and every sport, but isn't really the best at any of them. It's much better to just be there, experience it, and don't worry about, oh my god, what if my sophomore or my junior year I don't qualify for Ivy Leagues. You're fine. It's okay. Trust me, you're also going to be changing what you want to do every 5 minutes. I take courses, so I've changed my major like 8 times. I've been English, history, communications, I've been ag, I've been business, I've been everything. Trust me, you're not until at least your junior, senior year will you really have an idea of what you want to do. So it's okay. Don't, like, freak out that you don't know. Because I know my freshman year, I wanted to be a writer. Then I wanted to be a lawyer. Then I want to go dentist or something. Then now I want to be a teacher. But then suddenly I don't want to be a teacher. And then I want to own a business. You go every which way. So don't dwell on the fact you don't know what you want to do, and don't dwell on the fact that, oh my god, I'm not going to look good on colleges. It's fine. Freshman year, I feel like, isn't the most important. I know counselors are going to tell you, oh my god, this is the most important year. It can be for certain kids. It does lay your foundation, but you can just make up for a lot of things in sophomore year. I feel like junior and senior year are the most important. So, again, take what I say with a grain of salt. Make friends with your teacher, even if you don't like them. Now, you're probably like, but I can't stand this teacher. Trust me. Teachers are much more willing to give you exceptions for work, much more willing to help you out if you are just nice to them. There's a math teacher on campus. Never had him. I can't speak to how he is teaching-wise. But anytime he's talked to me, really respectful and polite. He's helped me out. He's written rec letters for me. Because sometimes I've needed them. I'll send him like a whole school email. Like, hey, if anyone knows who I am, can you write a rec letter for me? He's done that. Again, if you treat teachers with respect, you're going to get respect back. Now, again, not all teachers deserve respect. And that's where it goes, politeness. Just because I'm being polite to you does not mean I respect you. I'm just having nice, easy conversation. I'm just not yelling at you. I'm calling you yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Really easy, be super polite, and that also builds up your reputation with other teachers. I also recommend, if you are school, you can go off campus for lunch, but not all schools do that, where you can go off campus as a freshman or sophomore. Bars do. Make friends with teachers that have microwaves, just because spending money on lunch, it accumulates. I want to go my freshman year. I spent a hefty chunk of money at lunch. Sophomore year did not do that. I think overall sophomore year, I spent maybe $150 tops. And that was mostly like birthday lunches or, oh my god, I've had 3 weeks and I just need some Chinese food. Trust me. So, make friends with teachers. It's really important. I don't think I have this one on here, but if you guys have off-campus lunch, be really respectful businesses. Be really nice to the people working there, because not only does it reflect on the high school, but they know you, And trust me, if you're rude to them every time you come in, they're going to start knowing who you are. Businesses speak to other businesses. Your name's going to get spread like wildfire, and it's not it. So I really recommend being really nice to businesses. Also, if you're going to ditch, be very careful where you do ditch. I know a lot of our local businesses want nothing to do with that, so they will report you. So be careful where you get lunch, okay? Or where you ditch. Okay, classes. Do AP if you can, if you feel like you should. Again, for our school is really close to what the regular English kids are doing. So, I mean, if it's, again, our school special. If they're both the same coursework, but one gets you more, do the one that gets you more, because even, honestly, freshman AP, I feel like I did a lot less than I did, like, regular English kids did. So, I also really recommend vocational ed, which is, like, career-oriented education. So, like, your ag classes, your auto tech, your child development, sports medicine, that's one we have. I did ag. I really recommend it. It does look good on colleges. Helps you get, if that's the career field you're interested in, helps you get there a little faster. Trust me. Just do it. 13. Document it all. Take photos. I took so many photos my freshman year. At the end of the year, you can go there and delete what you want. But it's always nice to be able to look back and be like, oh my god, we did that. Or, oh, that was so fun. Like, at dances, I would take hundreds of photos, videos, birthday parties, just regular school days, because you get to share the memories, you get to have them. So, yeah. 14, use a planner. Whether that's on your laptop, phone. I have a physical planner. I love it. I use it all the time. Trust me, having a planner makes it really easy to do schoolwork, because you know when it's due, when it's due, what it is, so you can just look at that. And I really hated using planners till high school. Wouldn't use them, but running, obviously, I have this, my Instagram, I ran the FFA Instagram, I have a small business, I'm making a new small business. Trust me, planners are your best friend, because you don't want to get to the end of the day and be like, oh, I forgot that was due today, or oh, I didn't know that I had this and this, I can't do both. So make sure you have a planner. If anything, have a Google Calendar at least, somewhere you can put what you're doing. 15, set goals. Like, I'm not talking about like, I want to have straight A's. That's a goal, and that's achievable. But one big major goal isn't really helpful in my opinion. I like to set many small goals that kind of lead up to that big goal. So if your big goal is getting straight A's, like I said, I recommend probably don't miss any work and try to aim for at least 80% on everything. Or study 1 hour a week. Again, I didn't study. I still don't study a lot, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But so yeah, set goals, write them down. Like, I have mine right above my vanity. I think I have filmed the room tour. I have not filmed the room tour. Oof. But I have mine right above my vanity, and so I can see them anytime I need to, and kind of just reminds me to. Or have them on your phone. I've had friends that will set them as like their phone back screen. So do whatever is easiest for you, but always look at those goals, revisit them. So that's what I recommend. Don't do things that you did in middle school. I'm sorry, you're talking back to teachers, your constant fighting, your attitude, it does not fly here. I was pretty good, mostly because, again, I had a lot of friends in high school already that were like, okay, don't mess with this teacher. But especially as freshman year, don't make enemies right off the bat, please. It's not a good idea. I don't recommend it. There are certain teachers where high schoolers are not going to care if you badmouth them. They're not going to care that, oh, you said this. But there are other teachers, and you can tell which teachers these are that are off limits. That if you mess with them, you're gonna have a problem with a senior. I don't recommend creating enemies your first week. Also, this is probably just like, again, our school. Don't fight a senior or an upperclassman the first day of freshman year. I know so many freshmen that do this. They want to go, I was queen or king my 8th grade year. I can come do that in high school. No. You're going to get your butt rocked. It's not going to turn out good for you. I've seen this happen at least 10 or 11 times. Don't do it. You're making unnecessary enemies. You're causing problems you don't want. And yeah, on another topic of fighting, if you're really going to fight, there's two things. You're getting suspended no matter what. Even if you throw one punch, you throw one kick, you're getting suspended. Either A, make sure you're fighting that person for a good, gosh darn good reason. Oh my god, they looked at my boyfriend. Or oh my god, he looked at my girlfriend. No one gives a flying bleep. So, don't fight someone over something so unnecessary. Now, if they're bullying you, sock up. Simple. But make sure it's worth it. And again, honestly, try to do it off campus. That's my opinion there. But if you really you have a really good reason and you just can't hold it back anymore, make it worth it, okay? I don't want to see no hair pulling. I don't want to see no cat fighting. I want some punches thrown. I want some blood. I learned that from my bus driver. I guess she had some fight on her bus, and she's like, look guys, if you're on fight on my bus, make it worth it for me, because I have to fill out 10 pages of paperwork. So that's my 2 cents on that. Oh, I got bugged on my phone. But please, honestly, don't fight. That should be a big rule. Don't fight. But you know, there are people that sometimes need to have their, I guess, get beat up. But hey, please also don't be a bully. Again, with the upperclassmen look at that and go, oof. And trust me, again, don't want to be making enemies freshman year. Okay. Dating. Oh god. So, I've had a few boyfriends, I won't call them that, but you know, that has happened. Here's some tips. Freshman girls don't date senior guys. I typically have the opinion, oh, it's fine. But it really isn't. You're at two very different spots in life. You're just getting into high school. You're just really getting into these harder classes. You're just really getting into these clubs. He's leaving. He's probably going to be a whole dang adult. Most of the time they're 18. Just don't do it. That's a general rule of thumb. Just don't do it. My friends like to say if the grades don't touch, we don't either. But like I've seen some where it works out awesome. Like I've seen a freshman girl that was dating a senior, and they've been together for like the last 10 years. But it's not how it goes most of the time. And trust me, it's just not how it should roll. I don't know, my chair's moving. That's weird. Yeah. Don't have... If a lot of seniors will ask you out to just have a dance date, I've seen that happen so many times. They'll ask you, go dance. They'll try to get with you, and then if you don't let them, they're rowdy 5,000. So be very careful with who, if you are going to be a freshman dating a senior, be very careful with who it is, because you don't want to regret things. Also, it's kind of a rule of thumb. Look them up. Ask, you know, I'm not the type to like stalk people, but do it, because my friend was dating a guy. He ended up being accused of R-wording someone. She did not know that, because she didn't even like have the audacity to look him up, because oh my god, he's in high school, he would like never. But look him up, Google, ask friends. That's like, if I ever got a DM, and I got a couple DMs, even though I look like this, huh? But if you get a DM from someone and you just don't know, ask your friends. Trust me. We had a boy that DM'd me, and I was like, I have no clue who this kid is. He goes to our school. I have no clue. One of my friends, she was dating an upperclassman as a freshman, whatever, I don't care. And he was like, oh yeah, don't do it. That was like the things I was given. I want to go into more, I think I'll release like my own girl talk, but of things. Don't do situationships. And if you do them with out-of-town kids, I guess, because that could go 10 ways to literal hell. And we're not into videos with studying. If you need to study, study. I didn't really study, and I still got straight A's. So, again, that's just me. School has always came really easy to me. That's not going to be the same for everyone. Sometimes school's not coming easy to you, and if that's okay. Study more. Take the easier classes. It looks much better, again, back to college, even though I said don't dwell on it. Looks a lot better for someone to have straight A's with just regular classes than to have B's and C's with AP classes. So, that's my opinion. Study if you need to. If I had like a big test, I think I would give maybe 30 minutes to an hour studying for it. It just depended what class it was. Most of the times, honestly, I'd forget I had a test and then walk into class and be like, oh, well, I know a lot of English classes and history too will give you books to read. I spark note that stuff. I buy the book maybe. You can't see my desk, or my little side table, but I have a side table, and it literally, I have never read that book, but I did good on it because spark notes. But that's kind of my advice for freshmen. And again, this isn't just for freshies. You can use this as a sophomore, a junior, I mean, even a senior too. But here's my main sum up. Make friends. You're going to lose friends, so make friends. Have fun. Experiment with things. Do things. Do it all. Don't do it all. Just have fun as a freshman. This is your first year of high school. You got many more years to come. And when people say time flies fast, it does. I can't believe that I'm already an upperclassman. I mean, yesterday feels like I was a freshman walking to my first class ever at the high school, and now it's suddenly 2023 and I'm a junior, and then that means next year I'll be a senior, and then I'll be in college or something. It's crazy. But if you like this type of video where I'm honestly just pretty honest, this isn't scripted at all other than the like little notes I made, follow my Instagram. It's linked down below, and subscribe to the channel. This should be going up today, honestly. I might put this up today or I might put this up tomorrow. Watch out for my Seattle vlog and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.